Share a dream, speak the truth, let some hope into the world.
Welcome back to the Jenny Coe Show. I'm Jenny Coe, your Bernie High School registrar, and today I have the special honor and treat of talking with Miss Bopp and her lovely daughters, and sweet Tana and Tori. Tana's extra special to me because she's like another daughter. She's close friends with my Ash. But we're here today because Miss Bopp is retiring this year. After how many years with the district?
I've been with the district 24 years.
24 years. And she's been at Bernie High School for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And she's taught senior level English all 5 of those years. Yes?
Well, yes, and juniors, and now some freshmen too.
Okay. You've done a little bit of all of it.
Oh yeah, and I taught middle school. Some of you had me when you were in middle school, so I also taught 7th and 8th grade in middle school at North. And then I primarily taught 5th grade at Fabra, but I also taught 2nd grade there as well, and other grades along the way. So I think the only grades that I haven't taught are 3rd, 4th, and 10th grade. Those are the only grades that I haven't taught. So it's easier to weed the ones I haven't than to remember all the ones that I have. Yes.
Right.
Over my 30-year career, those are the only 3 that I haven't taught.
Wow.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I've been around.
You've seen the gamut from elementary, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these special girls and what that meant for you to actually get to teach in the district that they went to school in.
So what's really funny is when I started off teaching, of course, I did not have kids. I was 23 years old when I started, and I started in 1st grade, and it was 1994, and these 2 weren't even a thought. And then I met their dad and moved out to Bernie, and when I got married, she came along shortly after. And so neither one of these girls even remember me not being a teacher. In fact, I thought it was funny. This one here, I think maybe when she was in 3rd grade, she said to me, "Mom, what's your job?" And I was like, what do you think I do here all day? She goes, "I don't know, you're just always here." So I wasn't sure what you did. But I actually had her in 5th grade. I had her as a student. And the funny story, I remember telling her, "Don't call me Mom, call me Mrs. Lux." And she would go, "Mom, Mom."
That's hard to do.
And she's like, "Mom, I can't remember to do that."
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, it's fine. So it was funny, others in the class would call me Mom too, because I would respond faster to the mom than I would Mrs. Lux. So yeah, I got to teach Tori when she was in 5th grade. I never got to teach Tana, but I was with Tana longer. So what was really cool was because I taught elementary school, these 2 went to Fabra with me. What's neat about Fabra, you seniors probably know this, is that you guys are the last group. If you went to Fabra, you're the last group to be in the old Fabra. And when I say the old Fabra, you know how old that building was. There were a lot of sketchy parts to that school that smelled weird and sounded weird. And so we're happy that they refurbished it and that the juniors and down got to experience a brand new school. But I was with them at Fabra all that time. I was at Fabra for 15 years. It was 15 years at Fabra. So when they moved me over to the middle school, Tana was still in 5th grade, so I wasn't with her that year. And then she met me over at the middle school. We were together 2 years, and then I moved to the high school. She was by herself in 8th grade with that group.
Right.
And then they moved up. So the only 2 years I haven't been with Tana were 5th grade and 8th grade. Tori, however, got to drop Mom in elementary school, and she didn't have me following her around in middle and high school. So she got a little bit lucky. This one here has had Mom pretty much right there the whole way.
Right there, girl.
Whole way.
Yeah, the whole way.
Which is not so bad, right? It's
Not so bad. It wasn't.
It wasn't so bad? That's good.
But it was. No.
Yeah.
Tori, tell us, you're a Bernie High School graduate. What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2018.
2018.
Yes.
That's awesome. What was it like having Mom your 5th grade year?
It felt like I was always home.
Yeah.
Like, I was always there with her. Lunchtime. Nope. Lunchtime, I would refuse to eat in the cafeteria.
Yeah, this is true.
Right.
And I would
She and her
sit
friends
down
would
and
come
I
to
would
my
eat
room.
in her room.
Yeah.
Whenever I didn't want to go to recess, I just went to her room.
Yeah. I love it.
It was good that we got a little bit of separation in middle school for
Yeah.
sure, because it
That's the
was
perks.
easy to use mom for all kinds
Very
of things.
easy.
Yeah, that's the perks though, you know. I've experienced that. I've had Tana in my office a couple times having lunch. Ashley would come in with her friends, especially right after COVID. It's kind of weird because, you know, lunch was kind of locked down a little bit. You had to eat and separate, and they were like, this is weird. So they'd come in there and eat with me, and I loved
You
it.
would make us coffee.
I would.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we have a
spoil
thing.
them.
Yeah.
Well, but I remember Ash and all them coming to my room and having the couch, if y'all remember this, the couch in my classroom in middle school, and they would all take turns laying on the couch, or they would all lay on the couch
Right.
together.
We'd fit like 6 people on the couch.
Oh yeah.
And
memory.
then at lunch, I would take photos of them because I had lunch duty, and we'd be in there, and I would take pictures of them. I'm like, look where I am, and we'd take selfies and all that. It was fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah, it was
So
good. It was good.
special.
It was fun.
So neat. Well, both of us are kind of getting ready to spread our wings a little bit. I'm heading out. This is my last year at Bernie High, and it's your last year at
Yes,
Bernie
ma'am.
High.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you've been working on and what you're about to get off and do.
Okay, so years ago, way before I had children, I wanted to be a school counselor. And of course, life, children got in the way, and I never got to do it. During COVID, the one thing that I felt like I missed the most was not teaching English, but more helping others. And I started to just dig deep, and my husband and I had a conversation, and I wanted to go back and get my master's degree, and he said, you know what? There's no time like the present. You can go and do this and just chase your dream. Now's your time.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit afraid because with all dreams, it takes time, it takes effort.
A lot of
And I
work.
didn't want to take time away from Tana, you know, because I gave Tori all of my time. Whenever she needed me, I was always there. I didn't want to tell Tana, I can't be there because I've got school, right?
Right.
So, you know, Tana and I had a conversation. She's like, yeah, Mom, just do it, you know, just, you'd be good. And so I did it. And so here I am, you know, 51 years old, graduating with my master's degree
You're never too old.
in counseling. And so after I retire, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go and either work for a hospital, work for an agency, work for telehealth, whatever. But the journey's still going to continue after. But that will be my new journey.
That's awesome.
I'm excited.
I think that speaks so loudly because that's life, Greyhounds. I mean, we just never know where our path is going to take us, right? And you may be dead set on a dream, and you're going after it, and you may get there and be there. But hey, life's going to throw you some curveballs, and you may have to adjust.
Yes.
And it may lead you to a bigger and better dream. And
is true.
I love that. I love that you have the heart to serve, a heart to help others, and you're going to be good at that.
Thank you. Ms.
Yeah,
Carol.
you are.
Thank you.
You're gonna be real good at
I
it.
appreciate that. I do. I really feel like I have never been so called to do something as I've been called to do this.
That's
and the
really
path was really easy too. It wasn't like, not the work was easy, but with every paper I wrote, with every test I took, I felt the Lord just right there. I mean, it couldn't have been more obvious to me that this is what I need to be doing right now. So, and somehow, you know, God bless me, we're all worked out, even during volleyball season when it
Busy
was.
girl. She was spiking balls and
My
getting
kids,
in.
both of them, kept me very busy every volleyball season.
Right.
And shout out to Tisha Pettibon, who also helped me raise these girls of mine, because I think at times she spent more time with them than I did, and thank goodness for that. Very good, very fantastic role model. So it has definitely taken a village to help me raise these two girls. And in Bernie ISD, I have worked with some fantastic teachers and women and men both that have helped me to raise these girls. And, you know, I could not be more blessed to be able to look back and think, wow, I could not have done it alone. There's no way. There's no way.
And another just blessing of just being here and Bernie, Texas.
Very special. Very
Bernie
special.
ISD and all the special colleagues and teachers. And just amazing. amazing people that we've been surrounded in.
That's it.
Our kids are fortunate. All of you guys are fortunate.
Yes.
It's a beautiful place, right? Well, wish you the very best. I'm so happy for you.
Wish you the very
I
best.
know. I don't
Bigger-
know what I'm doing, but Ashley's leaving, so I'm going to go chase some dreams too. So
I know the Lord will call you in the
yeah.
to the right spot as
Just kinda
well.
figure the
so,
way,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Tana, tell those Greyhounds what you're doing.
I'm going to OU, University of Oklahoma, and I'm studying radiology.
Ah,
Yep.
that's pretty special. Radiology.
Yes.
That's an important one.
It is.
That's going to be hard
Very
too.
interesting.
It's going to have ups and downs, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You'll have to prepare yourself. You've been through some hard things.
Yeah.
Your sweet grandmother, and walking with her, and the loss of your granddad, and she's special to me. I love talking about your mom.
Yeah.
Your,
She's a sweet
your
lady. She's a
grandmother.
good lady.
Shout out to Grammy. Grammy, I hope you get to watch and see. But you guys have been special for her, and you've kind of gotten to walk with her and see that. So that's preparing you
Yeah.
for those
True.
hard days when you might have to tell someone they have cancer, right?
Yeah.
And just reading
true.
that radiology results. Hard stuff.
It is.
Grammy loves these kids
Yeah.
big.
I know she
Big.
does.
She loves them big, and they are a part.
Yeah. I know.
No.
No, hold it back. It's okay.
No, but
Because Grammy's special, and these girls have held her up, and that's just what we do, right? That's the community. That's what relationships are all about. So,
Nice to meet you.
anyways, this is a special little place. Thanks, girls. I have a treat for y'all. The I Am a Dreamer journal, of course, that everyone gets on the show. So I want you to write in them. I want you to write down your goals and chase those dreams. Even at 51,
Yes.
we're never too old to dream. If we're
Still
not
dreaming.
if we're not dreaming, we're not living. I mean, think about it. We've got to propel ourselves forward. So I always love to end with a quote. And today we're going to let Miss Bopp share one of her favorites with us. So why don't you tell them and tell us why you chose it?
Okay, so my seniors will know this one well, but I do Shakespeare every year. My favorite is Hamlet. And one of the reasons why Hamlet is one of my favorites is a lot of what you can pull and learn from the story and the growth of the character. And Polonius gives his son advice, and at the end of his advice, he says, "To thine own self be true." So the quote I want to pass along to you all is, "The choices we make dictate the life we lead." To thine own self be true. Always be true to yourself. You know, the person that we lie to the most is ourselves. Don't do that. Time's too precious.
That's right.
To thine own self be true.
I love it. I couldn't have said it better.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for ending our show. Thanks for being on it. Thanks, girls, for coming. Greyhounds, we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yay!